Hi everybody, it's Oksana, and today I wanted to share with you a haul from Supplement Warehouse and also just share my experience ordering from that company, that website. This isn't like a super exciting haul, there isn't any makeup or skincare, but I'm really making this video because I wanted to share my experience because it wasn't very good. And I hate saying that because I'm sure there's plenty of people that have really good experiences, but basically I just want to share with you what happened to me, and maybe you can use that information because some of it are things that are, just helpful to know. It's not like don't order from them, it's more like be aware of these certain aspects if you do order from them. So in terms of what I got, it's not very exciting, but I did get a bunch of tea, a bunch of Numi tea. So I got this one to try, Dry Desert Lime. I got this savory tea. I've been wanting to try these and they're so strange, the flavors. So I just got the sampler, and I forget the names of all the different, I thought I would list them, but it doesn't list them. But there's basically flavors, like tomato something, and I don't know, they seem strange, but I was very curious. So I finally got that sampler to try those out. I got just a mint tea. Let me close up. Some of these I already opened and started drinking, but this is the Moroccan mint tea, and honey bush, which is one that I really like. This is a really good one, and kind of my favorite one, not in terms of flavor, although it does taste, fine. It's just not like super delicious like some teas can be, but because I really love the health benefits of turmeric, my favorite one to drink that I drink the most is this turmeric. This is the golden tonic flavor, which has lemon, verbena, and lime, and it does have those soury notes to them, which I think it goes very well with the turmeric flavor. And I actually, when I ran out of this tea before this order got here, I was without my turmeric tea for a while, and I started making my own by just using turmeric powder, which is something I had in my, spices area, and then also I would squeeze a little bit of lemon juice or a lime if I had that into the tea, and I really like that. Makes it taste so much better because turmeric on its own is not really one of those flavors that is yummy to drink. It's good in other dishes, more savory dishes, but in terms of in tea, the something sour really makes it taste so much better to me anyways. And they have lots of other flavors. They have one with ginger that is like a little spicy, and there's another flavor, I forget what it's called, but it's another flavor I ordered that I did not get. But I got a few boxes of this, I think 2 boxes of the lime, and then, one of everything else. And I do want to tell you that I love Numi tea. They're one of my favorite brands because they're very pure in their ingredients. So, for example, in this turmeric tea they're all organic, they're all USDA certified organic. But then you have just the basic things, the turmeric, actual, lemon, verbena, dried lime. So for example, another tea that has a flavor of lime, chances are it's going to be a lime flavor added to it. But this is actually organic dried lime versus the flavor. And I've been avoiding flavors, even if it's a natural flavor, because I've read a lot on added flavors, and even the natural ones, all that means is it's found in nature. It's still made in a lab. It's not the same thing as actually having like an actual, dried lime, for example. So I've been avoiding just all added flavors in, not just in tea, but in food in general. And so I'm really happy that they don't do any, added flavors now that I've said that like 20 times. And I'm also very happy with their tea bags. Their tea bags do not contain, the chemical that I cannot pronounce, epichloro something something, which is something you have to be careful with. Even if you have a tea that seems very nice and organic, healthy tea, their tea bags could be laced with that chemical. And when you steep it in hot water, the tea bag, which is, you know, what you do with tea, that is when the chemical, you know, leaches into your water, and it is a carcinogen. So it's a very dangerous thing that you're subjecting yourself to without thinking that you're drinking a perfectly healthy organic cup of tea. So you really have to be careful of the tea bags, unless you're drinking loose tea, of course, in which case you don't have to worry about any of that. But I like that their tea bags are safe. Most of their tea bags do not have, maybe I can open one for you, but they don't have the clip, the metal aluminum clip, which is another thing that I look for because I try to avoid aluminum and heavy metals leaching into my tea. So, all right, so this one has it. So some of them are old and they have the little metal clip. So this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm trying to avoid. There are turmeric teas, which are some of their newest teas. They do not have that, and I'll show you in a second what it looks like. And then they have another variety. I think maybe they're in the process of switching bags, but this is what the turmeric tea bag looks like. And you just pull it out, and it's just the string is just kind of stuck in the paper. And I also read, and I asked them about this so that I can know all the details about what their tea bags are made out of, and it's unbleached paper. I forget all the details, but you know, it was all safe. None of it, you know, raised any red flags for me. So some of these, I don't know which, maybe the mint tea, I don't want to like open all these up, but it's just like this, but instead of the metal clip, this string is just tied around here, just like that. So the metal clip is unnecessary. So I think that's great that they're doing that as well. So anyways, that's enough about the tea. So let me just show you really quickly the other two things I got. This is the toothpaste that my husband uses, the Aromir. I also got some coconut flour, which is downstairs. Just, you know, basic coconut flour. And I got this herbal tooth and gum powder from Christopher's Original Formulas. And I thought this would be an interesting one to try because it had very basic ingredients, and there wasn't, all the other ones I looked at had something that I didn't like in them. I forget exactly what it was now, but there was this one thing that was in like all of them except for this one. But I mean, it seems fine. It's got like shade grass herb, which I don't know what that is, but I think it's a plant, and peppermint leaf, oak bark, you know, things like that, and some stevia for flavor. But it's basically like a green powder, and you brush your teeth with it. Here's what it looks like, and it's really strange. It's definitely a different concept for me. I'm still kind of new to it. I don't know how much I like it versus conventional toothpaste, but I'm gonna give it a chance. And I like, you know, that it's very basic, kind of more natural ingredients, and hopefully it'll go well. We'll see. I'll update you guys on that later. So now let me tell you about my experience with actually placing and getting my order. So one thing that I didn't know going into it is apparently the only items that they keep on hand are supplements, hence the name of their company, and all the other items like tea and toothpaste, they order from the companies once they get the order placed from you, and then once they get those items, you know, they have to be shipped and delivered to them, and then they can ship it and deliver it to you. So already it's going to take longer, as you can imagine. So that's just something to be aware of. If you are ordering something and you need it right away, just keep in mind that this is a longer process. I typically order from Vitacost, and it depends on where you live, but certain areas, like for me, it'll say, you know, because of your location, you get the 2-day free shipping. So I get my Vitacost orders super duper fast. It's like I order it, it's here. So this was a little bit different of an experience because it took, you know, several weeks, took about a month for me to actually get my items. And I ordered in January and then, you know, waited several weeks, and sometime in February I emailed them asking them, you know, if everything's okay, if it's been shipped, you know, if there's a tracking number or anything. And that's when they told me how it works, and then I'm gonna have to wait. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I mean, honestly, it's not a big deal. These are not the kind of items that I need ASAP, and I can always order ahead of time knowing that it takes longer. I'm willing to do things like that to save money because I am frugal. So now let's get into the part whether you actually save money or not. I initially placed the order with them because I thought that I would be saving money, and because the turmeric tea was out of stock on Vitacost. So I thought, all right, well, it's in stock in this place, and they have this deal where if their price is not lower than their competitors like Vitacost, you just enter the link, just copy paste the link, say of this tea from Vitacost, put in the price, and it automatically adjusts it to be 5% lower. So you essentially get, you save at least 5% when you buy from this company. So that sounds like a good deal, but just to put things in perspective for you, 5%, say you're spending $100 and you're saving 5%, that's only $5 out of 100. You know, if you're spending $50, 5% is $2.50. So just to put that in perspective, it's not like, oh, this huge savings. It's only 5%. It's just a little bit, which, I mean, is still nice. It's nice to save money. Is it worth, you know, waiting a long time to get your order? It depends. Maybe it's worth it to you. That's individual preference. So then the part where it is, you know, becomes questionable whether you actually are saving money is when it comes time to calculate your shipping. They do not offer any sort of free shipping incentives like Vitacost and iHerb and many other places do. And they say, you know, our prices are so low that, you know, you save money that way. We don't do any kind of shipping deals. So that's fine. So if you spend $100 and you're saving 5%, you're saving $5, and shipping happens to be $5, then you're saving $0 and you break even, right? But I was close to $100. That's why I'm using that for an example. I was like 90 something dollars was my order. And shipping for me was $15. It was like $14.90 something, so we'll just say $15. So at that point, I'm like, okay, so even if I am saving a tiny bit of money, now, bam, I'm paying $14 for shipping. These are not heavy items. I mean, if you've ever held a box of tea, it weighs nothing. It's essentially air. So I don't know if you actually ordered like heavy things, if it would cost even more, or if it's based on the volume of stuff or the weight. I don't know, but that's how much shipping ended up being for me. And at that point, I realized that now I'm not saving any money, and I'm probably losing money paying so much in shipping. I searched and searched the internet. I found a $5 coupon code. So now, say like if you apply it to the shipping, then it's, you know, $10 instead of $15. So at which point I thought, you know, my tea is out of stock on Vitacost, even if I am overpaying a little bit at this point when I thought I was really saving. I really don't want to start this whole process all over again, you know, find this tea somewhere, start the checkout process, add everything to my cart, because it takes a while, you know, as you plan out your order. I'm going to check out and get my items from this company, which I did. So then, like I already told you, I waited and waited, I emailed them, They shipped my order to me in parts. They shipped me the toothpaste, the coconut flour separately, and then the toothpaste separately, and then the teas came together later because I guess those were the longest to get from the manufacturer. And at which point they emailed me and told me that the other flavor, and I'm sorry I can't remember what it's called, but it's also Fields of Gold. Yeah, I think this is Golden Tonic and the other one is Fields of Gold. And I got 3 boxes of the Fields of Gold because I like that flavor also. They said that that one is on like long-term back order or something, so they can't get that one. It would take too long, and they're canceling that portion of my order. So I would just get these teas that I showed you and not those 3. At which point I emailed them and I asked, is there any way I can substitute, you know, for really any other flavor, I'm flexible. I just want to get all of the boxes of tea that I ordered because I paid so much for shipping. If you think about, okay, I paid $15 shipping, but I had a really big order, it's not as big deal versus, okay, now my order's smaller, you know, and I'm still paying so much in shipping. And they said that they don't have any other flavors because they don't keep any of the tea, you know, in stock. So there's really nothing that they can do for me. And I just really wish that they contacted me at some point in this process, like when they went and they talked to the, you know, Numi tea directly, and they said, you know, we're placing an order with you for these boxes of tea. Numi tea probably told them, okay, we'll send you these ones, but we can't send you that one because that one is, you know, long time back ordered. I wish they contacted me and they asked me, you know, is this okay with you? Do you want another flavor? Do you want to cancel your order altogether? But they didn't say any of that to me because I would have really liked to have had the chance to switch it out for a different flavor, and I didn't get that chance. So now I'm getting, you know, less product and still paying just as much in shipping. And they actually told me that they would refund shipping for me, but the amount of shipping that they refunded me is actually 10 cents. That's right, 10 cents is how much shipping I saved. So still $14 and something cents is how much I had to pay for shipping. And they said because I used that $5 coupon, that like counts against the shipping. So even if they were to refund me like $5.10 for shipping, now they're only refunding me 10 cents because that $5 coupon that I use essentially like goes away. You know, it's like I didn't use it. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. It makes sense to me in my head, but hopefully I'm saying it correctly. So I'm frustrated because, you know, I paid a lot in shipping and I didn't get all of the tea that I was hoping to get for that price. So I overpaid, you know, for everything in total than I would have paid, say, on Vitacost, where shipping would have been free, I would have got it quicker, and, you know, things just would have been quicker and easier and cheaper. So that's why I'm frustrated. It's not like the biggest deal in the world. I'm not saying like they're a horrible company, don't ever order from them, or I don't care if you order from them, you might have a better experience. I mean, it depends on your individual situation. It could have easily been everything's in stock, you know, everything works out perfectly, and then I wouldn't be making, or I'd still make this video to show you what I got, but I wouldn't be telling you this part, you know, because everything would have gone smoothly for me. It could have. It's not like they control what Numi tea has in stock to send them. But again, I just wish they had better communication. And I'm sure there's lots of stories of people ordering from them and everything going perfect and smooth, and, you know, I'm sure there's instances where you save money and, you know, everything's great. So I'm not saying they're a bad company. I'm not saying don't order from them. I'm just sharing my experience. I'm letting you know if you order things, they're not supplements like tea, that you're gonna have to wait a while. I'm letting you know that there's no free shipping, so keep that in mind when you're, you know, putting together your cart and you think you're saving. So that's about it. That's my little story with this order, and hope you enjoyed this haul. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.